This is brown bread ice cream. It might sound a bit weird, but trust me, it's amazing. It's rich vanilla and brown sugar ice cream with crunchy, toasty nuggets of bread that have been encrusted with caramelized sugar and a hint of cinnamon. It's absolutely beautiful, and it also just happens to be my mum's favorite. So me and my son are going to whip up a batch for her. Let's get snacking. Okay, so what are we making today?
We're making brown bread ice cream.
Okay, so are you ready to make some ice cream?
Yeah.
Excellent. Sounds like a plan. But before we get cooking, I think maybe we should put something on just to make sure that we don't get stuff all over our clothes.
Yes, definitely.
Excellent. Well, let's get snacking. Hey!
We've got aprons on.
Excellent. That'll keep us nice and tidy.
Yeah.
I think we're ready to cook.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so we'll need about 5 egg yolks.
Yeah.
Have you separated eggs before?
No.
Okay, I'll show you how. Okay, so if you hold your hand there with your fingers slightly apart, I'll crack this in and the egg whites should slip through the gaps in your fingers and the egg yolk should stay behind. Whoops!
Ah, no!
Oh well, that's fallen in. Never mind. We'll fix that later. Let's try again.
Okay.
So I'll show you with this one. See how I just sort of let the egg whites slip through my fingers?
Yes.
That's pretty much what we're trying to do. So this guy goes in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a little bit of shell in your hand. I'll just get rid of that. And do you want to have another go?
Yeah, slimy hands. It's fun.
Okay, do you want to have a go at scooping that one out?
Sure.
Okay, that looks pretty much perfect. Do you want to plop that in there with the other one?
Yes. Ah! I dropped it again.
Never mind, just try and scoop it back out. Okay, that might actually be the better way to do it. Just let them fall in and scoop them out. It seems to work pretty well.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, in goes egg yolk number 4.
Yeah, one more to go. Ah, the egg yolk's gone melty. No!
Uh-oh, that's okay. Just chuck it in there quickly before it goes everywhere.
Okay, plonk.
Okay, there we go. That's perfect.
My hands are dirty. Hand wash time?
Yep, I think so.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so next we do the brown sugar.
Yep, and we'll need about 1/3 of a cup.
Okay.
So do you just want to chuck that in the bowl, please?
Yeah. Plonk.
Splat.
Splotch.
And then we'll want the same amount of caster sugar. Well, really, any granulated sugar will be fine.
Okay. Do you think that's good?
Yeah, looks about right.
Plonk.
Lovely. And then we'll add a tiny pinch of salt.
Okay.
And how about you give it a whisk?
Sure. Mixy, 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 mix, mix.
Okay, so while you're mixing that, I'm going to add a cup of milk.
Okay.
So that's 1/2 cup.
Sure. Hey, that's a lot easier to stir now.
Cool. And that's the second 1/2 cup.
And now it's extremely easy to stir now.
So as you stir, that should all sort of dissolve into the milk.
Yeah. Spinny, spinny, spinny. I like how it spins. It's funny.
It's kind of cool, isn't it?
I'm gonna keep on letting it spin because why not? Cream.
Yep, I'm also going in with 1/2 cup of cream.
Ooh, it looks like coffee.
It does kind of, doesn't it?
I wouldn't drink it though. Not yet.
Nah, raw eggs, it might be a bit icky.
Blah.
Do you want me to give it one grown-up stir and then we'll see if it's done?
Okay. Long okay.
Thank you for not coughing into the ice cream.
No problem.
Cool, I reckon that looks done. Okay, so now we're going to pour the custard mix into the saucepan.
Yummy. Pouring, 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 pouring.
Perfect.
Perfect.
And then we might just give it a bit of a scrape to get the last few bits.
Yay.
So next up we're going to mix in a bit of sour cream.
Okay.
This is going to give the ice cream a little bit of fresh tartness, a little bit of acidity.
Yes.
You can make this with cream cheese as well, but I think that makes it a little too cheesecakey and a little bit too heavy. I think it's much nicer made with sour cream.
Sounds good. So how much?
About 3/4 of a cup.
Cool.
And while you're doing that, I will measure out another cup of thickened cream. That's a 1/2 cup. And that's a full cup.
First, we're gonna tip it upside down, and it is solid.
Yeah, you might need to scrape it out with a spoon. And it might be good if you angle it the other way so the audience can see.
Yeah, but then I can't see though.
Ah yes, that's one of the many challenges of making cooking videos for the internet. So I'm just going to give this a little bit of a whisk to try and get rid of any lumps, because one of the creams is quite runny and the other one is quite thick. This isn't super important for the recipe, it'll just make things a little bit easier later, so it doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, so next we'll need to add some vanilla.
Yay, vanilla. Delish.
Now we need about a teaspoon of that into there. I like a nice generous amount of vanilla.
Like that.
Yep. Whoop, it's gonna drip, be quick.
Ooh.
Ah, perfect. Maybe go a tiny bit more. I like a nice strong vanilla flavour.
Just like that?
Yeah, I think Grandma quite likes a good vanilla flavour too.
Yay. What do you think? Teens bit more?
Sure, why not? Use your instincts. That's my boy.
Eat? No eat.
You can taste it, I guess. It's probably very strong. I don't think I've ever actually tried it by itself.
That's good. I love it.
It's very vanilla-y.
Can I lick the spoon, please?
Yeah, I guess. Why not?
Woo! Ew, no. Too much is disgusting.
Oh no. Are you okay, buddy?
That tasted spicy.
Oh no. Oh, it might have a tiny bit of alcohol in it actually, now that I think about it. Yep, it does actually have a bit of alcohol in it, so maybe just go rinse your mouth out with some water. Okay, so maybe we don't eat vanilla paste straight.
Yeah.
So next we're going to cook out the custard. So we're just going to do that over a fairly low heat.
Low and slow?
Yeah, because we just want to gently and very slowly bring the temperature up.
Low and slow until it gets between 77 and 88 degrees Celsius.
That sounds about right. And that's important because if you get it too hot, it'll turn into scrambled eggs. Do you fancy eating scrambled eggs with sugar and vanilla?
No thanks.
Yeah, it sounds a bit yuck. If you don't have an accurate thermometer, you can test this using the back of a spoon, and I'll show you how to do that a bit later. The other thing that we want to do is give it a little stir every now and again, making sure that we're scraping the bottom. This is just going to make sure that the bottom doesn't get too hot. So basically what we're doing is we're cooking the egg yolks.
Yeah.
And as the egg yolks cook, they'll start to thicken, and this will become a nice, thick, creamy custard.
Like ice cream, but melted.
Exactly. Do you reckon you could take this is a temperature probe, and we want to sort of dangle the end of it into the ice cream.
Okay.
Thanks.
Just like that?
Yeah, that looks good.
Touching the bottom or no?
We probably don't want to touch the bottom because the bottom's going to be a little bit hotter than the rest of the ice cream.
Okay.
And if you hold that there, I will continue to stir so that it all cooks evenly. Okay, so now it's up to 78. And 81. So I'm going to take it off the heat. Do you want to pop that out?
Sure.
So as you can see now it's a little bit thicker. So the other way to test the doneness is by using the back of a spoon or spatula. So if you run a line across with your finger, and if it leaves a nice clean line that doesn't run, it's thick enough. So as you can see, this is pretty good. It might be a little bit runny still, but I think it'll be okay. So to help cool this down quickly, I'm just going to pour the hot stuff into the cold stuff.
Blub, 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 blub.
Here we go. Do you want to give that a whisk?
Yeah.
So how's it looking? Pretty well mixed?
Yeah.
Excellent. So just to make sure that this doesn't develop a skin on top when it goes into the fridge, I'm going to cover the surface with some cling film. And this is going to go into the fridge until it's completely chilled, ideally overnight. The colder you can get this before it goes into the ice cream machine, the quicker and easier it'll churn. Yay! And now we're going to crumble up some stale bread.
And I don't even know how to.
That's alright, I'll show you how.
Cool.
So traditionally, brown bread ice cream will be made with something like an Irish soda bread, but I've made this with soda bread, I've made it with whole wheat bread, and I've made it with white bread, and I can't tell the difference. I think any of them work perfectly fine. So I'm using white bread because that's what we have around the house. I've left these out to get a little bit stale. They don't have to be stale, but having them a little bit stale does make them a little bit easier to crumble without squishing it up too much.
Aha.
So basically, if you just want to crack a little bit off.
So is that little bit good?
Yep, that looks good. Then we're just going to break that down into little itty bitty bits. We're aiming for nothing bigger than about the size of a grain of corn.
Alright, is this bit going to be sped up or no?
Yeah, it's going to take a while, so I'll probably speed up the footage.
Cool.
Okay, that's looking pretty good.
There's so much bread.
There is. This is going to make nice little crunchy sugary nuggets.
Sounds good.
So these are looking pretty good. That's about the size that we're going for. Okay, now we need about 45 grams of butter. Excellent. So I'm just putting a small saucepan over a low heat.
Low and slow.
Yeah, we really just want to melt the butter.
Whoa, scary. Can I add the butter now?
Yep.
Yay! Small cube of butter 1. Small cube of butter 2. Big chunk of butter number 3.
Very good. We'll melt that down.
It's bubbling a lot.
Yeah, that's good. That means it's ready. So we'll add our bread, and I'll try my best not to get it everywhere. I'll give that a stir around in the butter.
Butter, as Jamie Oliver says.
Yep.
Stirry, 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 stir.
That'll soak up the butter pretty quickly. It doesn't really matter if some have more butter than others. It'll all even out eventually.
Yep. Cinnamon or sugar first?
So I'll take it off the heat. And if you could throw in the half a cup of sugar now, please.
Okay. Sugar! I love sugar.
Excellent. And the half a teaspoon of cinnamon.
El cinnamon.
Fantastic, thank you. Then we'll give those a really good mix until they're all well combined. Okay, so I'm just going to dump these out onto a tray that's been lined with a bit of baking paper. And you want to use this maybe because they're probably still a little bit warm. And just spread them out so that we've got a nice even layer.
Okay.
Okay, and they're just going to go into an oven that's been preheated to 180 degrees, and they're going to stay there for 20 to 30 minutes. And you'll probably want to check periodically and give them a bit of a stir, just to make sure that they're browning up evenly, and keep a close eye on them towards the end, because once they start to brown up, they can burn quite easily. So that's going to make the sugar kind of melt and caramelize into the bread, and these will become nice, sweet, caramelly, crunchy nuggets of goodness. And then we'll set those aside to cool completely. Okay, so we've got our ice cream machine cranking. Do you want to maybe hold the funnel while I pour it in?
Yep.
Thank you.
No problem. Don't spill it on me.
I'll try very hard not to.
Thank you.
So you can see there's a few little lumps of sour cream that haven't quite mixed in, but the churning of the ice cream will take care of those.
Cool. Ooh, I'll try this little droplet.
Sure. How's it taste?
Pretty good.
Nice one.
So, how long are we going to leave this for?
So I've set the timer for about 35 minutes, but really we're just going to keep an eye on it and churn it until it's nice and thick and creamy.
Okay.
And now it's thickened up to a point where the ice cream machine's starting to struggle, so that's a pretty good sign that it's done.
Alright, so do you think it's ice creamy?
What do you reckon? Does that look like ice cream?
Absolutely. Just a bit melty though.
Yep, but we'll pop it in containers and put it in the freezer, and then it'll firm up beautifully.
Yummy.
So I'm hoping we'll fit it all in the one container, but I've got a second container here just in case we don't. What is that? Is that Roblox music in the background?
Yep. Should I go and mute it?
That would be great. Thanks.
Running.
Okay, so now we're going to add in the crunchy bits.
Yay.
You can throw these in while it's churning, but I find you get a better result if you do it afterwards and then mix them in.
Can I eat one?
Yes, you can eat one.
Yay!
How is it?
Very yum.
That's good. So we'll sprinkle in a few generous handfuls, and then we'll mix them in real good. Okay, keep going, bud.
Alright.
And we want to keep doing this reasonably quickly and get it mixed in so that we can get it back into the freezer before it gets too soft.
And melts.
Exactly. And once they're all nicely mixed in, this will be going back in the freezer, probably overnight until it's nice and firm. Now this recipe always ends up making a few more of these crunchy bread bits than you actually need, so you know what the good thing about that is?
It means that you can get to eat them.
Yeah, chef snacks.
Yummy.
Okay, so we'll get a couple of nice round scoops.
Plonk 1. Plonk 2.
Okay, do you want to garnish with a couple of the leftover crumbly bits?
Sure.
That looks beautiful. And the finishing touch, a small sprig of mint.
Yay! Ooh, I want to eat it so badly.
Okay, now it's time to try.
Alright.
Here's your spoon.
Yahoo! It's good.
Yeah, it's really good. What do you like about it?
The small crumbly bits.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they? They're really nice and sweet, and they add a nice crunchy texture which contrasts the creaminess of the ice cream really well.
And of course, I obviously understand that.
Oh, I just mean it's nice because there's both creamy and crunchy bits.
Oh, okay.
It's very good. Do you think Grandma's going to like it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, me too. If you've enjoyed watching me cook this with my son, check out this Savoury Scrolls video that we did last year.
Yeah, it's very good.
Until next time, happy snacking.